So now let's try and make the logic that can actually filter the jokes and return the list of filtered jokes to the from the service right here. So we're going to say step one is to get all jokes. So let's just get the jokes right here and then subscribe so we know when the jokes are actually pulled from memory. And then we're going to have all jokes available when that is happening, and then we're going to use the fat arrow notation again. And there we go. Now we have all jokes available right here. Now the next step will be to kind of filter this list of jokes. Now we do that by starting just adding a new variable right here. We're just going to add a filtered jokes variable right here. That's going to be the list of all the jokes when they're filtered, right? And we're going to do that by filtering using the filter function for all jokes right here. Now that means that we need to kind of specify that for each joke available, we're going to end up with a single joke right here. So we're going to say we're going to have a joke. That's the J right there. That's the first joke. And for every joke, we want to check if the jokes, first the punchline or the setup, right? If that contains a part of the word or the search text that I'm sending in, then I want to keep that joke in the filtered list. If it does not contain the search text, I don't want it in the filtered list. So that's what we're going to try and do here. So let's just say if the punchline right here, let's just make this a new line so you can actually read the code. If the punchline, and I cannot say contains, so I have to say if the index of the search text right here is above -1. That's how you do it inside JavaScript and TypeScript. So if the index of the search text is above -1, that means that I actually found the punchline containing the search text. And I can also say or by adding the and sign right here twice. That's the or. It's not an I, it's actually the pipe, right? The single line down. That's the or sign. Or, again, I'm just going to do the same thing. If the joke's setup, like this, contains the search text, right? So if the punchline or the setup contains the search text, then I want to put that into the filtered jokes. Let's see if this works. Right now, if this works, I should actually start console logging these guys. So let's just try and jump into the list. Let's try and write PO for police. And let's see what happens. Nothing happens. Not quite what I expected. Oh, of course, what have we forgotten? Well, I forgot to call the observable's next keyword to kind of explain that I'm done right here. So when I've kind of filtered the jokes, I should actually call the next to explain to the observable that we now found the filters list of jokes and we're returning those. And then in the end, I'm just always calling the complete to kind of explain that I'm complete now. I'm not going to send anything else to you later. Sweet. Let's try again. So now we're actually sending the next keyword back. So now when I write PO right here, it should actually start searching. And there you see we're getting back a list with only the police officer talks to the driver. Okay, let's try and put in bar instead. BA, let's see if it actually returns something here. So again, here's a horse walks into the bar and the bartender says, let's just write bartender to make sure that it also searches in the punchline, right? And if we put in horse, we should actually get the same value back. There we go, we're getting the horse, and that's not in the punchline. So it's searching in both areas, and it's actually getting back the filtered list, it seems. Let's just try and put in an A, because that should be more than one. And let's put in Y, like this. That returns 3 different replies. So it seems it's getting back a filtered list. Next lesson, we'll try and use that list. See you next time.